It's time for an honest heart to heart, because what I want to talk about is something that I think is keeping a lot of people stuck right now. And I mean a lot of people. Because if you've been on the internet at all lately, or watched the news, or scrolled through social media, you know that the energy out there right now is heavy. It's fearful. It's uncertain. And most importantly, it's so loud. But here's what I want to ask you today. Are you letting everything going on around you, decide what's possible for you? Are you letting everything happening around you dictate how you feel and operate and behave? Because you have a choice. And most people don't even realize that they're making one. But here's what's happening right now. There are narratives and things being pushed at you every single day through news headlines, through social media, through conversations at work or with family or friends. And the narrative is this: things are bad, money is tight, the economy is scary, and you should be afraid. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that things aren't hard or that things aren't changing. They are, and I'm not dismissing that. But here's what I want you to think about. That narrative that's being pushed at you, it's a choice. Not the circumstances. I'm talking about the story that you're telling yourself about what those circumstances mean for you. Because the news doesn't know your story. The economy doesn't know your name. A headline cannot tell you what is or isn't possible in your specific life. But your brain is taking all of that in. And if you're not careful, it's actually building a case against you. A very convincing case for why you should stay small and stay scared and stay stuck because everything is so scary. But let me explain what's actually happening in your brain right now. There is something I talk about time and time again called your reticular activating system. We'll just call it your RAS. And your RAS is basically a filter. And out of the billions of pieces of information that your brain is processing every single second, your RAS decides what makes it through to your conscious awareness. And most importantly, it actually filters everything based on what you believe to be true. So if you start to believe the economy is scary and money is hard to come by, then your RAS is going to show you more evidence of that everywhere around you. The price of groceries, the interest rates, that friend that got laid off. It's not that those things aren't real, but now your brain is specifically seeking them out and highlighting them because they match the story that you've decided to believe. This is called confirmation bias, and it's happening to you right now, whether you know it or not. But here's the flip side. The exact same brain with the exact same RAS can be tuned in to a completely different frequency. And when it is, it starts showing you something completely different. Opportunities, open doors, people who are thriving, money that is moving, ideas that could change everything. It's all happening at the same time. You get to choose which station your brain gets to be tuned into. And I want you to think about someone in your life who seems completely unaffected by what's going on in the world. Maybe that friend who's starting a business even though the economy is scary, or a friend who just got this huge opportunity, or that friend who's talking about their goals like the world is wide open and anything can happen. And maybe you've looked at this person and thought, oh, must be nice, or they just got lucky, or that they're delusional, or they don't know what's happening in the real world or happening out there. But what if that's not it? What if they just made a different choice about their focus and what they choose to believe? And this isn't about toxic positivity. It's not about being delusional or pretending like everything is perfect in the world or ignoring what's going on. I'm actually talking about something far more powerful than that. I'm talking about deciding on purpose what lens you are going to look at the world through. Because here's what nobody tells you. Fear and opportunity exist at the same time. Scarcity and abundance exist at the same time. Contraction and expansion exist at the same time. And where you put your attention on determines which one becomes your reality. It's that simple. And I want to give you some actual context here because I think that it matters. Back in 2008, when the economy crashed, some of the most successful companies in the world were founded. Uber, Airbnb, WhatsApp, things that millions of people use. And this was in the middle of one of the worst economic downturns in modern history. People looked at the exact same circumstances and saw possibility instead of paralysis and freezing. During the Great Depression, there were millionaires made. During every recession, during every setback, there are people who come out on the other side with more than they went in with. And I'm not saying that to be dismissive of the real struggle going on in so many people's lives. I'm saying it because it proves that circumstances don't determine outcomes. Mindset does. Belief does. What you decide to focus on and pursue does. And that's the point. You get to decide every single day, every single time you pick up your phone, turn on the news, have a conversation, make a choice. Every single time someone tells you it's hard out there, you get to decide how you interpret that information and act on that information. Do you let it shrink you? Do you let it stop you? Or do you let it sharpen your focus? I think people underestimate what it actually costs them to stay in fear. It's not just that you feel bad. It's not just that you're anxious. When you're in a fear state, your brain cannot access the higher functions. The prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for creativity and problem solving and big picture thinking, actually just completely goes offline when you're operating from fear. Your brain shifts into this kind of survival mode. And in survival mode, you can't see the opportunities that are right in front of you. You can't have inspired ideas and inspired actions. You can't make those decisions that change everything in the best way because your brain is too busy scanning for threats. So when you choose to consume fear-based content and stay in the news cycle and do your doom scrolling right before bed or have the "did you hear how bad things are" conversations, you are literally impairing your own ability to create positive results. You're making yourself less capable. And most people are walking around in this state right now without even realizing it, which means that the person who chooses to step out of it has an enormous advantage. And I'm not telling you to be ignorant to what's going on around you or pretend like things are amazing or to even pretend like things are easy when they might feel hard. What I'm telling you is that you can be fully aware of what's happening in the world and still choose your response to it. You can look at uncertainty and decide to see it as possibility. You can look at what feels like a closed door and decide there's a window or a new way in. You can even look at your bank account and decide that the number you see today is not the number that defines what is coming. The decision is the choice. And it sounds simple, but I really want you to understand how radical it actually is, because everything around you right now might be pushing you towards fear. It's designed that way. The news is designed to keep you coming back, keep you watching. Your nervous system is designed to prioritize threat over opportunity in order to keep you safe and alive. Choosing something different goes against everything that feels natural, which is exactly why most people don't do it. But you're watching this video right now, which tells me some part of you already knows that there's another way. So let me give you something, because I know that this sounds like, okay, that's great, but what do I actually do? And here's what I want you to start with. For the next 24 hours, I want you to pay attention to what you are letting in. Every piece of content you consume, every conversation you have, every thought that you entertain a little bit longer, I want you to ask yourself, is this expanding me or contracting me? Is this opening me up for opportunities and new ways of thinking, or is this shutting me down? Is this showing me what's possible or telling me what isn't? You don't have to make any dramatic changes. You just have to start noticing and being aware. Then you take back your power, because once you see it, you can't unsee it. And once you can see how much contracted, fear-based input you've been consuming, you'll understand why everything has felt so hard. And this is not about being naive. There's a version of this message that some people won't resonate with, or they'll just dismiss it as toxic positivity or dismissing what's going on. But I hope you understand that that's not what I'm saying. I debated even making this video, but what I'm saying is that you can be aware of real challenges in the world and still make a conscious, deliberate decision about what you are choosing to focus on in your life. Awareness is useful. Obsession is not. And to be honest, I've never met a person who manifested something amazing while they were in the state of fear. Not once. Because fear and creation cannot occupy the same space. And the last thing I want you to do is this. Get deliberate about what you're choosing to believe. Not what the news is telling you, not what your scared friend is telling you, and not what social media is showing you at 11 o'clock at night before you go to bed. But what do you choose to believe about what's possible for you? Write it down or say it out loud, because your reticular activating system needs direction. It needs something to look for. And right now, if you're not giving it conscious instruction, it's just going to follow the fear-based programming that the outside world is installing in you. And when you do this, things around you start to change for the better, because history has always shown us the same thing. The people who come out of hard times with more than what they went in with are not necessarily the people that had more resources. They're not the people who had more luck. They are the people who made a different choice about what to believe. They decided that the circumstances don't get to write their story. And more importantly, that what was happening around them did not have to happen or dictate what's inside them. So keep moving. Keep creating, keep believing. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and that it resonated with you on some level. Like I said, I debated making it, but it felt like it was really important. So please comment below. I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. And if you want to find more about me, my programs, how to work with me, and more, you can visit my website at mkmagicmindset.com. You can also find me over on Instagram and TikTok and Threads at mkmagicmindset. And I will see you in the next one.